Hey guys, it's Brian Mounts, runtorquemechanic.com and this channel. Today we're going to start preparing for summer. It's Monday, May 3rd, 2021. If you're watching this anytime in the month of May and you're not already thinking about summer, you're going to be behind the curve pretty quick. I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now to start my summer prep. Here in the month of May, in a cool season climate, grass grows pretty nicely. And right now the grass here is actually a little bit crispy because I have not put any water on it in probably 10 days. We did get a little bit of snow and drizzle last weekend, about 8 days ago. So this grass is thirsty and it hasn't been fertilized. Nothing has been put on it in a while. Generally, it's okay to take some time off in the month of April in terms of fertilization and lawn applications and even watering. I do prefer watering the lawn once a week, once every 7 days deeply. In the month of April, you can take a little bit of time off because the temperatures are more mild and you don't need to push much growth in the month of April. It'll just kind of wake up on its own. In the month of May, however, temperatures are usually high enough that we need to start preparing for summer, and that means pushing root growth deeper into the ground, building up your grass's tolerance for drought and heat stress, and doing whatever we can right now to help our grass resist fungus that tends to happen in certain lawns in the summer. And then of course purchase some of the products that we're going to need to prevent other problems that happen later in the summer, like grub damage. Today I'm going to be doing one application on my lawn using two different products. One of them is going to be dethatch. Not everybody needs to apply liquid dethatching products to their lawn, but I do. I have a thick layer of thatch in various parts of my lawn. Lots of stoloniferous and rhizomatic grass types will need regular dethatching, but not all cool season grasses tend to need it. Perennial rye, fescues don't tend to need it because those are bunch type grasses. They don't really spread laterally. I'm going to be applying liquid dethatch. I went through an entire series where I compared 3 different liquid dethatching products in the 2020 season, and I have settled on Next Dethatch, the Green County fertilizer version, as my preferred product that I'll be using by itself, like only that one this year. I'm also going to be pushing the root growth by applying a cytokinin product called CytoGrow. I've mentioned this on the channel a few times before. Today is the day that I'm finally going to apply it for the first time. Now, cytokinins are natural growth hormones that are found in sea kelp and seaweed extracts. These are the 3 products that I have in my garage currently that all contain some form of sea kelp or seaweed extract. Anything with seaweed extract is going to have cytokinins in it, but my preference is to use CytoGrow because it has not only cytokinins, but it's got a guaranteed minimum parts per million. I think it's like 50 parts per million. It's going to have more cytokinins in it than some of these other products. Not only that, but CytoGrow also gives you, what does it say right there? It gives you added hormone cofactors. What they're talking about is not only are they giving you the cytokinins, which are going to push root development in your lawn, but they're also they've added into that product the things that the plant needs to use those cytokinins most effectively, most efficiently. The other products, Next RGS, this is a very common product. This is going to work for the vast majority of people. This one is just going to work a little bit better, and you can see that it's a smaller bottle too. CytoGrow does not contain humic acid. You don't need very much of this product. I'm going to be applying to 2,500 square foot, and I'm only going to put 2 ounces down. So if I were to use RGS, this I would be putting down 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and I've got 2,500, so I'd be putting down 15 ounces of this. So 2 ounces of this or 15 of that. This product is going to last a very long time, even though it's in a small little bottle. I'll link to this and this down below. This is the more common one used in residential lawn settings, this is the one that I recommend. Now, aeration is another product that is very good to be doing throughout the spring. I've already applied my first aeration product application on the ground about 14 days ago or so. So I'm not going to be doing that this time. But what is great about this is that it contains potassium and humic acids. So my lawn basically 14 days ago got a good dose of potassium and humic acid, which humic acid comes in this, so I'm not going to be using that. Anyway, I'm really like belaboring the point here. The strategy here is very purposeful. I've already got the humic down. In fact, I put 2 applications of humic acid on the lawn so far this spring. I've got some potassium. I'll be doing this again later in the month of May. So I don't need the humic in this, and I do want the better cytokinin push into the root system of my grass. So anyway, I'm going to be doing this right here, but I am going to be putting down dethatch. So here's the dethatch product. There you go. I just threw it next to it. The dethatch product is actually going to give me a little bit of humic acid in there. I'm not putting it down exactly for the humic acid, but it's pretty much hard to argue against putting more humic down on any one time. What you get out of this, however, is the molasses and yeast blends. These things are basically food for the microbes that are in the soil. So we want a thriving, just a crazy gangbuster microbial life going on in the soil, so that all of the thatch layer, which is basically those root systems that fall between the leaf canopy and the soil underneath. And for the rhizomatic grasses, you'll have roots that are growing just below the soil. That's the rhizomes. And as they die, we need soil microbes to break them down. So the molasses and the yeast blends in there really help that process. They really stimulate the microbial life. Humic acid is going to build up the soil structure as well. So anyway, that's the plan. Cytogrow today, I'm going to put 2 ounces down over 2,500 square foot. I'm going to mix it with dethatch. I'm going to be putting maximum rate here, 9 ounces per 1,000. So 9, 18 plus 4.5. So I'm going to do about 22 ounces of that. So this, I'm going to have to buy a new bottle here soon. I literally buy these things. Nobody sends me this stuff. And then I'll be putting 2 ounces of that down. I'll be able to mix them all together in the same tank and go to town. This is really the most important thing in preparing for summer. You need to get thatch layers under control. You need to feed the microbes in your soil. You need to feed the root systems with cytokinins, with seaweed extracts. And then we need to water deeply. We need to really water deep now, because temperatures are still mild. I mean, I still got like a black sweatshirt on here. It's going to be about 60 degrees today in the afternoon. First thing in the morning, it's like 40. So this is mild. We can water super heavy now and then go a good 7 to 10 days before we have to water again. That's going to push as much water deep into the ground as possible, so that as the upper levels of the soil dry out within the next couple of days, 2 to 3 to 4 days, the moisture is still down low, and that's what those roots use to push lower. Cytokinins are going to make those roots expand and get more root mass growing, and the soil life is just going to blossom. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and apply all of this right now to the lawn. This is part of 2 programs of mine. One of them is my root development strategy, which I have linked down below. It's over on the website. It's a premium guide. You can buy into it. It doesn't cost very much, and I recommend it wholeheartedly. The second strategy, this is summer prep. So I'll have a meaty summer lawn care guide. It's going to be linked kind of right up in here. I suggest you watch it. Even if it's still spring, watch it, because it's going to tell you everything you need to do to prepare for summer and get through it with the healthiest lawn possible. Thanks for watching.